Hello, everyone. My name is Craig Duswalt. Welcome to the Craig Duswalt Show. I'm here with my dear guest, Miss Janie Becker. Janie has been in my Rockstar Mastermind for years, but most importantly, Janie is a big part of all of my Rockstar events. She handles registration, and she's the first face that everybody sees when they come to one of my events. There you go. Hi, Janie.
Hi.
How are you?
Excellent.
Yeah, you are excellent. So Janie and I just got back from this pop-up last night in Los Angeles, in Inglewood, California, launching our new brand, Infinite Rockstar. We're not going to really talk about that, but I just saw her last night. I'm seeing her today, and she did me a huge favor. Have you ever gone golfing and you leave your golf clubs at the golf course?
No.
No. Right? I've been golfing my whole life. And 2 days ago, I went golfing and I forgot to take my golf clubs home. And the golf course is located near Janie's house. So I got very creative this morning and I got on the phone with Uber. And Uber will go pick up your clubs, and they brought them to Janie's house because she lives near the golf course. And then she drove them to my house today. So publicly, again, thank you.
You are most welcome.
You're so amazing. That's why she is the encourager. She encourages me to be better in everything I do. And remember golf clubs. So how are you, Janie?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Happy to have you here. You're, all right, so tell everyone a little bit about what you do. And you do a million things. So if she did share everything she did, we'll be here till Tuesday. But, well, today is, no, I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday. So you'd be here for about a week, which is about right. All right, just share mainly what you do.
I provide massage and aromatherapy, and I coach caregivers, in addition to a lot of volunteer work.
A lot of volunteer work. Now, here's another thing about Janie Becker. She is one of Thredge's biggest fans. Yay. So Thredge is my son's band, Thredge. He's the drummer. And we do shows all over Los Angeles, and Janie is always there. And when I get there, or at some point during the night, she's doing something to my son's hands or something to get him ready for the show. You know, he's got a set, and he's a heavy metal drummer, so there's a lot of stuff going in there. So what are you doing to help just specifically my son Ryan? What is that?
It's called reflexology, and it's a finger technique using my hands on your hands, for example, and doing a number of reflexology points that resemble the body parts. And by doing that, it releases any tension and creates more energy and flow.
Love that. So specifically for Ryan, the drummer, so he is, because you got to be loose as a drummer, right? So you're basically relaxing him, or just helping with flow of the muscles firing at the right, whatever?
As a drummer, he's using his whole body.
Yes.
With high energy.
Yes.
And so what I intend to do for him, and I always ask for divine guidance for his highest good, and then I work through the various points in the hand that resemble the points in the body. And usually what I see in people is that their posture is looser, straighter, and they have more energy flow.
Which is very important for a drummer about to do a show. And she also does that for me in my seminars. So she does numerous things. I lose my voice a lot. So Janie's always there with a little lozenge. And then and she sees, like, if I'm tensing up or something, she'll do a little neck massage or the reflexology in my hand. That's who she is. She just notices something and an opportunity to help them get through a high energy situation. That's just one of the things.
I see that as my job.
Yes, yeah. All right, so there's that. Then what Janie does very well is whenever she's talking to someone, Like this just happened last night. I won't go into the specific situation. She always says there's an oil for that.
I have an oil for
I
that.
have an oil for that. That's what it is.
In fact, I wear a personal diffuser,
Oh,
which is with peppermint essential oil.
oh.
And very often what happens is it keeps me clear and
I smell it
focused.
right now.
Yeah. It's a powerful, potent essential oil.
So whenever like something is going on, Janie will chime in and go, I have an oil for that. And it's this big thing within my mastermind that Janie has an oil for that. So you do essential oils.
Correct.
What's that company? What is that?
It's through Young Living Essential Oils.
Okay.
And I've been a distributor since 1996.
Wow.
And in my experience, for years, I had asthma. And it was pretty severe. And I'm highly sensitive to cigarette smoke.
Oh, wow.
And so by having the diffuser with me, it keeps me clear and grounded.
You want to have a cigar?
No.
I smoke cigars sometimes, and I won't do that now that I know that I can mess her up. Don't want to do that. But your asthma is
Completely
nothing?
gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Since 1996.
Wow. And you attribute that to the essential oils.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, there's a little tip right there for y'all. All right, so that's that. You volunteer work. So I know a lot of people, and my wife and I do a lot of volunteering. We donate money to nonprofits. We also have a nonprofit called Band Together Foundation, which helps foster children. We donate money and instruments to foster children. Janie is the epitome of volunteer. Share some of the things that you volunteer for.
In my neighborhood, I help clean the streets and gutters for Bixby Knolls every other Saturday morning. And there's about 20 of us that volunteer, and we use little bins and a little rake and a picker, and we pick up the trash.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I knew that. I knew you said something about, what's it called? Bixby
Knolls Street Clean.
And that's so funny. She has said that to me because I remember you saying street clean. I never realized you're actually cleaning the streets.
Right.
Wow. You do that every Saturday.
Every other Saturday.
Every other Saturday. That's incredible.
There's a team of volunteers that
love that.
Want to keep the area clean.
That's so good.
People honk at us and wave.
I love that. All right. So, and you also work on the Rose Bowl parade?
The Tournament of Roses Rose Parade.
That's amazing.
And we've been doing that for 40 years.
That's great.
So now we work in the fine arts department where we apply seeds and lentils and rice and fill in the different parts of the float. So what you see as an audience is this beautiful product, but we see it from the beginning where it's wires and styrofoam.
Are you
one by one
pieces of rice?
Rice and
one by one?
One by one with tweezers. It depends on the fine art on
I get it.
Different pieces.
Wow.
In some cases, we're doing onion seed. So we use a little sponge and a tray, and we apply it up on the glue. And you have to apply the glue like paint. Amazing. And go past where you're going to glue the item, and then this wonderful thing happens.
Amazing. So how many floats do you work on every year?
Usually
one float?
One or two.
Wow. Because that's a lot of rice. Those things are huge. All right. So you do that.
Right.
Then there's a cancer thing that you do.
And I volunteer long before I ever had cancer. I was with the American Cancer Society Relay for Life.
Yeah.
And we started out in Whittier, and we'd walk, we'd fundraise, and that helps other people through their cancer journey. So there's wigs for people who lose their hair. There's rides for people who don't have family that can get them to their cancer treatments. There's all kinds of programs. And so my goal every year is to raise over $1,000. And thank you for being one of our donors
Yes.
every year.
Okay. Yeah.
So we do that. And then as I'm walking the track, in fact, every day I'm collecting recyclables.
That's another thing she does
Right. And
at my
then
events.
I redeem the recyclables for Relay for Life.
And my wife is a cancer survivor. She had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she does the Light the Night for
Right.
Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Right.
So we haven't done that in the last couple, ever since like COVID kind of took a back seat a little bit. But that's something I think we need to revisit again, because that was
things
powerful.
have changed. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, so there's some of the volunteering that she does. She is so active. Are we allowed to say how old you are?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 78.
78 years old. Anyone out there that says, I don't have enough time, 78-year-old woman, she is out there every day doing something. She's the most active person I know. I'm not even just saying that because you're sitting next to me. You're everywhere all the time. And she shows up to everything. And that's why everyone loves her. Everyone wants to work with her. And then on top of all that, we get to the books in a minute, but you're also a caregiver. Share that.
Well, for 9 years, we cared for 4 elders. So there was Daddy.
Yep.
And then there was Irma, his second wife. And there was Uncle Dusty and Aunt Artie. So each of them had their own aging issues, either COPD or dementia or Alzheimer's or some heart condition. Daddy had Parkinson's. And so I gratefully used the essential oils on him.
Oh, good.
I would reflex his feet and he'd say, oh, that feels so good.
I love it. It feels so good.
And the nurses would come and go, what are you doing?
Just massaging his feet. That's it.
That's it.
That's so good. All right, so we got that. And then, speaking of that, Janie has this itty bitty book called the Your Amazing Itty Bitty Self-Care for Caregivers book. Explain what that is.
Well, it's 15 steps to help caregivers focus on self-care, because my experience with caregivers is 24/7. They're involved in taking care of their care recipient, and they have no life. And there's everything from the daily care and the cooking and the medications and the hospital visits and the middle of the night issues, things that happen all the time, and you have to adapt and adjust.
Yeah.
So this is a handy little guide for people.
I love that. So you sell those,
yes.
You give them out.
They're on Amazon.
They're on Amazon. So they just go to Amazon and basically just look up either Janie's name, Janie Becker, or Itty Bitty Self-Care for Caregivers book.
Right.
So that's a book that you wrote. And it's a #1 bestseller. Keep in mind. She's a rock star. And then just recently, Janie is part of one of my compilation books called Impact, because my brand grew to, it was Rockstar Marketing, then a lot of Rock Your Life stuff. And then my wife and I are focusing on making an impact in this world. So we had a bunch of authors, and Janie is one of the authors of this book. And let me just announce, as of yesterday, this is an award-winning international, I forget the name of the award we won. We won some sort of an award yesterday for an international book award that we won. It was an International Impact Book Award,
right?
Which is kind of funny. We had to win. Come on. The name was Impact. What was your story about in the book?
My story is a little bit about a little bit of volunteering.
Oh, good. A little bit about a little bit of volunteering.
Right.
And how there are people that donate millions of dollars. There are people that start nonprofits. But imagine if everyone did even something just a little. You do a lot, but you do a lot of little things too. Yeah. And the effect of okay, for example, she recycles cans at my seminar, does the recycling program. We always collect the bottles and the cans. At my 3-day event, give me an idea how much money when you turn the cans in, how much money is it?
Well, it was about 5 bags of cans and bottles.
Yep.
And all in a mess.
Right.
That was the special part.
Yeah.
And that was $65.
$65. So you look at that and go, yeah, what's $65 can do? What's that going to do? And then you think about it and imagine if everyone did that little itty bitty thing.
Right.
If everyone did that, change the world.
It
Change the
pays
world.
for a ride for somebody to get to chemo.
There you go. And that's the way you have to think about it. It pays for a ride for somebody that needs to get to chemo.
Right.
And if you have that attitude in life, I mean, you win. You just win. And I know I have about 85 people in my mastermind, and Janie is just one of the dearest to my heart. She volunteers all the time at my events. She helps me at every single event. She shows up to everything that I do and my sons do. And you're just a very special person in my life. So
well, and you must know how much we all appreciate
thank you.
all you do for us. You're so caring and giving, and
thank you.
It's amazing how much you accomplish in just one day.
Yeah, well, I get tired at night. And then she has these new cards. Here's a new business card. If you can't see, it says, "You rock." So we always say, like, you know, help someone else feel special. So when she hands out her business cards, it says, "You rock." It gives her information, but you rock.
Right.
I love that.
Thank you.
This is Janie Becker, everyone, on the Craig Duswalt Show. Thank you again for coming. We love you.
We love you.
All right.